Matt's just got his food. He needs lots of food, that guy. He's got to grow. Did you see how small he was in that
He's
delivery?
shrinking. He's shrinking from working too hard, actually.
Move up a bit there.
Okay, look
guys,
at this.
so this is probably personally one of the most exciting boxes I think I'm ever going to do.
I have to agree with you on that. I think this is the best freshwater fish in the world. I think this actually might even top discus.
I think it might top discus. And it's in that kind of league as well. Like
It's
we're talking about the bigger stuff. Yeah.
Like the fish that you've always wanted.
I've always wanted this.
Yeah.
What scares me about these fish is that I don't have a tank
Big
that's big enough.
I think.
I mean, my biggest tank is a 120, but that's not big enough.
No.
So
You need like a dual 450. That's a 1.5, and
Minimum.
even that's like
too small.
I think the Ashika, who's got the 4 meter planted. I think she's one of the only clients that's got a big enough tank for these.
Yeah.
But we'll
This
see.
is becoming a theme now, where we start off the videos with building the suspense. So
I've got
we better
goosebumps.
make sure that that's the last fish.
The last
we haven't
fish.
looked in here yet.
No.
Hopefully they're alive, because otherwise we're going to have
That's
to
gonna.
cut all of this.
Yeah.
Something else I wanted to say before we get started with this video. We need to do a video in a different area again,
Later on today.
because all our videos are here. We used to do them all over the shop, but with the sound, we found it was the best here.
Well, the
And lighting and
the
whatever.
office is clean. I've cleaned out the office.
No,
but maybe.
man, we need to have an exciting background or
Oh,
something.
the
like
kitchen, actually. We could do the kitchen. yeah.
Ethan, let's cut the red tape. They'll be individually packaged.
I have them.
The special ones. All right, so make sure those
That's
are last.
the last one. Do you want to go first?
We're going to
You
start with some like bulk stuff. We've got a lot of top up stock. March was a funny month for us. Started off very well, middle very quiet, end super busy,
Crazy.
like too much. So we got a lot of top up stock, like bread and butter we call it. But our bread and butter is pretty fancy.
Pretty nice,
bread and
pretty nice
butter.
stuff. And this is great timing because IPLC is around the corner. So
Oh,
if you're entering into the competition, there's going to be some really stunning fish here for your tank.
yeah. All right, I'm going to start today. I'm going to start with these, Mr. Ethan. Now, I've just seen these. We're busy. Ethan's busy disassembling his 90p that's in the store. We're going to redo it. I think it's this Saturday.
Yes, Saturday we're going to do it.
We're going to have a bit of a show. Hitton's going to scape it. Some unzenstone and some nice hardy easy plants, so it's like a low maintenance tank. Now in that tank that we just took down, we had these guys, Costae tetras. So it's like a sort of the opposite to penguin tetra, but also nice and big, bright silver,
Like double a
active,
penguin.
double a penguin, especially in like height, let's say.
The ones that came out of the 90, I mean, these are quite small still. These are almost like a big rummy at the moment in terms
Yeah.
of size, but they're almost double in size.
Now why we've got these fish is because I watched a video, and I said this in one of the previous videos, where it was some guy in like Thailand or Singapore or something like that, and I think he must have had 5 or 6 or 10,000 of these in one tank.
Wow. How big was that?
And as soon as he put food in, I've never seen something like that. It is really unreal.
They
Nice active schooler.
And I think we'll overlay it in the video. Zubair in his IPLC tank has these fully grown,
Yeah.
and they're looking absolutely wow.
So it's like a fast, active, twitchy tetra, but they're all sticking together the whole
Big, proper
time.
schooling fish. Schools like a rummy, that nice tight ball, almost fantastic fish, especially if you've got a bigger tank.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay,
Like,
let-
these are something special.
These something on the other end of the spectrum.
Yo.
Something very small.
That's clean.
Blue neon rasbora. These
Nah,
are your
that-
cubitais. Yeah,
Nah, that's wrong.
isn't that? It's cubitais.
Those look like... Oh, they are.
They're cubitais.
I thought they were chilies for a second.
I thought they
They're
were
like
chilies as
fairly
well.
red on the tail. Okay.
No, the
Cubitai rasboras.
Chilies are down there.
I think it's
still.
that leaf that threw me off. Like
But-
as soon as I see those leaves, I'm like, chilies.
These are going to need to be pumped with some brine shrimp, which Atwell will do for us, and we'll get them nice and fat, super colourful, awesome schooling fish.
Those are
Actually,
good. That's a competition.
fantastic fish. Really fantastic. Lovely green colour. If you've got like tanks with lots of red, the green would really contrast nicely against that.
Talking about green, I saw on that Oliver Knott, he posted a green otter sinkless. So guys, we're after those, but I do feel they're not going to be cheap, but we'll find some.
I think I've had 30 plus messages of people asking me to find the. I mean, how cool would it be when we got the zebras in? Those were awesome. But a green one. Oh. It's pretty wild.
We've also had another type from South America. We did a wild import, must be a year and a half ago. And it had a little otto, same size, everything, maybe even slightly smaller, with an upturned nose, like a sort of a spike on the nose. But we haven't had those also for a while.
Actually, probably need to research. I don't know how many types there are. There must be quite a few.
And even one in South Africa that's like similar. Okay. But we're not allowed to sell those. Okay, we're talking about bread and butter. We're talking about competition tanks. We are now going to talk about green neon tetras. Now this has traditionally been, definitely a top 3 fish for me. Very calm, peaceful, fluorescent fish.
Great schooling.
Great schooling. Wide variety of pH ranges. Wide variety of temperature. Very easy, hardy fish, providing you get them hardy to start with.
But they're normally really easy to keep. You can put these, I mean, a school of these in a 60p all the way if you want to put 50 of them in a 120p, and they look fantastic together.
Alrighty.
And next on a.
This is a lot going on in here.
I mean, these 2 boxes, pretty expensive boxes.
Pretty expensive, guys. This was
so another bread and butter.
Oh, we're just talking about these.
Exactly. That's why I pulled them out. You guys have been asking for these left, right, and center. Otto Sinkless. Best algae eater out there. Awesome fish. Stay nice and small. Unlike the SAE that gets huge and stops eating algae, these guys are always going to go for the algae. And these shipped really well. They look like a good size.
Unfortunately, these are not green. They are gold. We buy these as golden ottos, which I feel means that it's tank raised. I know that sounds funny, but as soon as they became tank raised, they were labelled as gold.
I mean, these are pretty hardy.
True or just a coincidence, or
these have gotten pretty hardy lately.
Since COVID, they've become very hard. Before that, not so much.
Also, high demand.
High demand. Even now, we out of stock, and we pretty much get these every video. This is the bicolor horn nerites now. Fantastic algae eater. I'd say equal to, if not better than the otter.
That's your trifecta is going to be your Romanos, your nerites, and your ottos.
Trifecta.
Yeah, you put all of those in your tank, and they sort out everything.
Yeah.
I like the SAEs a lot as well, but they get too big, and after a while they just lose their appetite for the algae. But these are always they're gonna help you with everything. So
they smash algae.
I don't even think that's enough.
There is specific foods that we get from Natureholic.
Yep.
So if you do see on their shell, if they're in acidic water for very long periods of time, they're not getting the right diet, you'll see they'll start having deficiencies, and on their shell, they can even get holes on the shell. Feed them these foods, and over time, it will repair itself.
Repair the shell. Especially if you've got, high-tech aquascape CO2 injector that's going to be very low in the pH. That will chew through their shell if they're not getting enough calcium in their diets. These I'm quite excited for. I spotted a few in there.
So those are going to be for me.
Are these for you?
I will leave some here, but I need some new genetics.
So these are your Hellboy bettas. These are males, hey?
That looks proper.
That looks really wild. Yeah, individually packaged, so they're bettas. And these look absolutely, the blue on the back of the tail, those look, we'll have to do a close-up for those. They look really proper.
So I bred some now recently, Hellboy male, Hellboy female. It looks to be that we're only going to get about 3 to 4 Hellboys, like true Hellboys, out of the batch. That's why they're so expensive. But I mean, even the others are like kois. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
But the Hellboy is hard to come by. All right, my turn.
Hello, how are you? Good, hi.
Hi there, you well?
Good, and yourself?
Good.
Richard?
Yes. I'll be with you shortly. So we just got these fish that have just come from Singapore. So I just need to...
Oh my word, that's amazing.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, all the way from Singapore?
Correct, yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Okay, well you carry on, I'll wait
for
you.
So in this bag, Ethan, I have got ruby tetras. I'm a fan of ruby tetras because of... It's like a tetra that can be equivalent to like a chili rasboras. And also that's like micro fish. So even if you've got like a 30p or something, the scale's going to look
good still, yeah.
They're not always the hardiest. Their
No.
shipping's not the best. They do generally come like a little bit thinner. I've
Yeah.
noticed with them. I think it's because feeding's difficult. They've got a small mouth. But
So
we'll feed them up.
baby brine every day, freshly hatched by
This is the
Aqua.
one we use.
Yep,
Swazi brine shrimp. It hatches. It's a big part of it.
100% hatch rate. Well,
I would say it's 100%. If you go 30 hours,
yeah.
I'd say 100%.
The-
24 hours, I'd go maybe 80.
The warmer it is, the better. So in winter, a little longer. But one of the nice things, if you get the brine shrimp hatcheries that we sell here, they actually have suction cups on them, so you can actually put it inside your tank in winter,
Yeah.
and the warmth will help hatch them faster if you don't want to.
Yes,
It's a little cooler out in your house.
Yeah.
I'm excited for one bag, but I'm going to pull this bag out because this is one of my
Hey.
favorite fish ever. The clown loach. These are proper babies. This is such an awesome fish. I really, really love these. I think they have fantastic color, especially if you've got, a bit of a bigger tank again. These are babies at the moment. They're only about that big, but they'll get 30 centimeters eventually.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's 15 years down the line. This is
Oh,
a
they live
fish
long, eh?
that lives very long. I think,
And they don't go well with horned nerites.
no, this is a snail eating machine.
Yes.
If you've got a snail problem in a big tank and you want to get rid of it, that's what you put
That's
in
the
it.
one. That's the one.
This makes puffers look tame.
Yeah.
These are hectic.
Cool
Awesome fish.
Something funny about them, and we get it here, it's a bit frustrating for me because we've got a good reputation on fish, but people come in and say, there's a dead fish, and 9 times out of 10 it's a clown loach. And what they do is they sleep, they lie on their side and
Yeah.
literally sleep, they look dead. Then you go to the tank, tap, fine, no problem.
It's quite similar actually to your marine wrasses. What they'll do at night is they'll jam
Yeah.
themselves into a rock or under the
Yes,
sand.
yes, yes.
And when you first see that, if you haven't read about it, it's like
Yeah.
really freaky. Like, oh no, my fish is dead. No, it's actually just having a DOS.
Ethan just ordered some wrasses from Kenya,
Yeah. Got
or
some-
Kenya, depends where you're from, I suppose.
Got some nice stuff coming. Okay.
All right, this is an exciting bag. It was the highlight of our previous box.
It's
And
gonna get
these fish go here generally.
almost always. But today
And
it's gonna be topped.
If you remember that last one where we said people are fighting about
Yeah.
these, they're already sold out,
Gone.
and since the weekend, and that's why people are fighting over this fish, Ethan. And these are pea puffers.
Pea puffers.
This is another good clean batch.
Funny, we just talked about a second ago, and then you pull those out. These are awesome. These are quite big. Sometimes they come in a
Not
bit
bad,
smaller.
Yeah.
Those
Clean
look
water,
very healthy.
fat bellies. I honestly think they're being tank raised now.
I think so.
Because when we've got wild caught ones, they're often
They're
like,
worms.
full of parasites. These are a lot fatter. I would still recommend using the aquarium Smith
Yep.
dewormer, just like clear them out. Like don't take a chance.
I
Clear them
actually sold some yesterday to somebody that also got some puffer fish. Often they carry worms.
Oh,
But
it's
those
normal.
look
It's normal.
amazing. Leaving the best for well, there's
No,
some-
we've still got
yeah.
lots to go. Eh?
But these are your Halfbeaks.
Maybe
your platinum
pause
Halfbeaks.
and go get the popcorn going because there's still some things
There's-
to
yeah.
talk about. And yeah.
Intermission.
Wow.
So these are your platinum Halfbeaks, absolutely stunning fish. Top swimmer. So you'll often, if you're going to sit under your tank, you've got a taller tank, like dual tank again. These are absolutely awesome. These are quite small still, they'll grow a little bigger.
It's promoting Jewel today.
Nice tanks. I've been
Nice
thinking of getting one myself.
I was like, it's all in one, you know, and it's like, it's clean, it's all designed to work together.
And
Just get a bigger filter.
especially now that we have the Chihiros universal lights that
Yeah,
replace
yeah.
the dual lights were pretty good, they were okay, but now that you can add the Chihiros one, it's seamless. That's absolutely amazing.
I heard that those Chihiros lights, the universals got loaded onto the website. the
Yeah,
other day.
they're now available at aquaempire.co.za.
Thank you, Ethan.
Go.
Now here are some tiny fish. This is another competition fish for me. This is the blue axelrodi rasbora. For me, this is a copper harlequin or a SPR rasbora, lamb chop rasbora, all like a similar sort of fish. These guys go blue and red. Depending on the time of the day, they can sometimes look green and red, sometimes blue and red. But in your face, schooling fish, they're
quite
not
a-
scared.
Quite a metallic blue-green tinge to them. It's a very solid color.
You would never say they are a beautiful fish looking at them in here.
No, those look crystal clear.
These look like pandas, like sort of like white and black.
I actually thought when you pulled them out for a second, I saw the dots. I thought they were strawberry rasbora for a second. But
This is a good box of fish, everyone.
this is a
This is clean
power
water.
box of fish. Okay, this is also one of my favorite fish, fork-tail rainbow fish.
Yes, these things also been selling it.
This is such a stunning fish, especially if you're patient with it.
So,
And when they mature, the
wow.
long yellow
Wow.
fins and the way that the males dance. Most of the rainbow fish will do that when they start breeding. And the males will do a dance and they'll flash their colors. They just look absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
A little bit of a sensitive fish, but you know, if you've got good filtration, these are fantastic.
I'm a
I
big
love
fan of
these.
them.
Huge.
Big
They're
fan.
awesome.
They're just, when they're a larger fish, they don't transport well. So that's why we always order them small. It's not to save money or make more money. It's really to do with transport.
Smaller fish just ship a
They
little
ship
better.
much better. Much better.
So you got to be a little patient with those and just pump them full of good quality food. If you want to do baby brine, some frozen, sakari, tetra, you name it, it's all good.
Jock, we're getting closer, eh?
Almost done, almost done. Okay.
So,
Do they transport? Do they fly or do they
Yeah.
ship fly?
we're just doing a video. Okay, cool. So back on the Betta theme here. So yeah, we've got some candy koi. There's quite a variety in here. Wow.
There's some nice ones. You
Good
turn onto
size.
that's the purple on that one.
Oh, lovely. So I'm a big fan of these for this reason, because they are individuals.
You could buy 100 different bettas, and not a single one will be the same. And they all have different
It's your
personalities
fish,
as
it's
well.
your fish, it's my fish, it's individual to you.
These
I
are
love these. There's some galaxies in there as well.
some stunning
Quite a
ones.
mix of high end, eh?
Very nice.
Very,
So
very good.
you know, if
All
you come
males,
in,
all males.
into the shop, those will often be dotted around into different tanks. And then, if just a secret, the best ones go look in the display tanks.
Yeah.
Normally, we put the best ones under the nice lights,
Yeah.
and they look absolutely great
Don't
under
give
there.
away our secrets. Ethan.
What are these?
No, they are the wrong way around. This says mosquito rasbora,
But
but
it's
those others were mosquito rasbora. These are
okay.
cubitas.
So these are the cubitas we've already
Yes.
shown.
So talk about chilies.
So I think this is probably Atwell's favorite fish.
Yeah.
These are, especially for your nanas, you got your 30p, your 36p, even your 45. These are absolutely perfect for that. One of the only shrimp-safe fish. You know, their mouth is tiny. I mean, the shrimps that we would at the back are probably bigger than these.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got to be careful they don't get eaten.
yeah, if an Amano shrimp comes around, it might
never know.
take
never
one.
know.
Stunning red color, especially if you pump them full of like good quality food. The baby brine, the Tetracolor Pro, if you crush it up into a fine powder.
Yeah. I like that Hikari micro pellets.
The micro pellets, it's one
Just
of
because it's soft.
yeah.
It's got the color enhancer, but it's
100%.
soft.
Actually a great one, the Natureholics, the Chris and Ollies, the black packets.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
a nano dust.
Yeah.
That is fantastic for these, and they'll go bright
They smash
red,
it, yeah.
and they school super well.
Awesome.
Now we're getting to the end, but there's one
Okay.
more.
So before we get to the big boy stuff, there's one other tetra.
Normal box. Well,
Well, I don't know. It's above normal.
above normal, but
Not quite as
you'll
super
see
normal
we.
as those. But anyway, these are platinum rummynose tetras.
Yeah.
So this is like your standard rummynose, but it's got a fluorescent, not fluorescent, it's got a
Sheen.
reflective body. They call it platinum, but it's just more shiny, like mirror finish. Still with that black and white flag tail, the bright red face.
Fantastic.
I heard somebody that should be in the top 100 in the IOPLC, somebody local. I heard they might have had some.
They might have
Just
had
a
some.
rumor. Not sure
And
though, but I
then
don't know where they got them. But,
Last year's winning South African aquascaping tank from Hamden, one of our clients, had 70 of these in his tank.
I don't think you can call Hamden a client anymore.
No, actually,
It's
definitely
like a
not.
mate of ours
Yeah.
now, especially of Ethan's.
But if you want to see a great photo of those, you can go into the South African Aquascaping website. The #1 tank from last year, in their platinum rummies, they look absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Eh?
Can I? Which one?
And especially if you've got like a valley in your tank for your
Yes.
picture, you'll get them to go down there, snap.
And there's that little shimmer at the top of their head, especially.
Very
I think
cool.
do these first.
Okay, yeah.
you
I
know
do
that-
feel those are more special, but it's a close one.
I'll let you do those ones. So this is an Amazon puffer. So we had the pea puffers in earlier.
Amazon puffer.
The pea puffers are like that. This is their bigger brother. This is
The
such a
very
cool
first
fish.
batch, everyone. So like, I wanted to just try it out before ordering a whole bag. See
Four
what
of
they
them.
like, see the condition they come in, the quality of the fish, and see if we can get them eating and healthy and all of that. So that's why we only got the 4.
You can probably
we'll
see in the
get-
video
we'll
though,
get-
the
we'll
water is
get some-
clear, clear, clear.
Very
Like
clear.
these look like, and puffers are sensitive fish.
Very simple.
So these look
But
fantastic.
they look quite fat, eh? They're
They
not bad.
actually, I don't see worms or anything. What do these eat?
So I haven't done too much research.
Crustaceans.
But I mean, it's crustaceans. All puffers are the same. You know, they eat crustaceans. Maybe a few shrimp will go missing. We'll try them on bloodworm and all of that as well. And as I say, it's the first time, so that's our part of the deal.
Yeah.
We do the research. We make sure they eat. We make sure they deworm before you're buying them. So you know you get all the correct information and the quality of fish.
I don't
straight
know what
away.
tank we're going to put these in, but these are
They're
awesome.
nice, eh?
This is, and the nice thing about the puffer is it has, puffers always have amazing personalities to them, even the baby ones.
Yeah.
But the bigger the puffer, or the bigger the fish, generally a little more intelligent.
These are meant to be
And-
fairly friendly as
Yeah.
far as puffers go. Like puffers, they're all a bit cocky,
Yeah,
but these ones apparently not too bad.
these look awesome.
But we'll also find that out.
I'm very excited to see these. Okay, Richard, last box for you.
I don't even know
The
what
last
to say
bag,
about
sorry.
these fish. This is the first time.
Do you want to take them out?
I'm not sure if I've had them before. But anyway, I'm not going to pretend that we have had them. These are what you call, it's the biggest angelfish you get, and it's called the Altum angelfish. And I had a choice of either captive bred or wild caught. Now wild caught's not always a bad thing, but on a fish like this they can be a bit more sensitive. I thought let's go the captive bred route. They were a bit more expensive on captive bred, but guys, this is an angelfish that gets this big. I'm serious. It
45
gets
centimeters
massive,
top to bottom.
massive,
Just
massive.
picture that, a 45p in length. That's
Yeah.
going to be the length of the fins.
Yeah. And from just seeing them here like this, they are
These
Altum
are
angelfish.
these are Altum.
This isn't, guys, you'll see it at a lot of, well, I won't mention any stores in them, but you'll see it some other places will say Altum angelfish and it'll be just a vertical striped Scalari type angel, which is the standard angel. These are the real deal.
I have never seen these in my entire life, and this is like the fish. Do you want to take one of
I want to
those?
see one.
Also, I'm trying to
It's
get
the
another
first
one
time
out
we've
the
seen
bag.
Yeah, you can see straight away. Check the forehead's different, eh? It's more protruding. The fin, the length of the fins, the dorsal and the bottom fin
This
there
is-
are massive, eh?
They're also thicker. Look, if it turns to,
Oh,
look
yeah,
how much
yeah, yeah.
thicker. These are babies still, and I mean,
Yeah,
they're-
these are babies.
and they're, I'd say, quite large for angelfish.
Yay! Altum angels. Unreal. All right, Ethan. Let's leave it there. Obviously,
it.
these guys are, you need a big tank. You heard the beginning of the video. A big tank, and you need to look after them. Yo! It's hard not to want these, though. Captive bred, so it'll be a bit easier to spawn.
Yeah.
We'll see if we sell them. I don't know. That would be such a great
Yeah.
fish to display inside in the store.
Yeah, this is the ultimate fish.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Cheers,
everybody.
everyone.
Altum angels.
Altums.